Ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? Because I am absolutely buzzing. The Football Manager 2023 beta has now dropped. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get straight to it and go take a first look at FM23. Hello guys and welcome to my Football Manager 2023 first look video, where I'm going to give you a little guided tour and show you some of the new features you can expect to see when you open up FM23 for the first time. Now remember, this is only the beta version, so if you spot any bugs that I don't, make sure you mention them down in the comments so we can get them reported to Si and they'll be ironed out by the time the full release of the game comes. Now if you're as excited as I am to play FM23 but you haven't yet pre-ordered, the game is still available for pre-purchase up until full release on November the 8th, so I will leave a link to do so in the description below. Now let's not waste any more time, let's jump straight into FM23. So here we are, we've loaded up a new save and I have taken charge of my beloved Portsmouth for the purpose of this video, and pretty much instantly we see our first new feature, which is the supporter profile. Now this is designed to give you a clearer view of your club's fan base, what they expect of you and the influence they have over your board. So you look at the highest percentage of Pompey fans are core supporters and the lowest percentage are corporate. That suggests that as a lower league club they are less interested in marketing and facilities and more generally there for the football. As a season ticket holder myself who travels to as many away games as I can, I'd probably fall under the hardcore category, maybe the poor category. But as you jump up the leagues, I expect these percentages will change, like your fair weather fans jumping on the bandwagon simply because you're top of the league. Then we have the support of culture and expectations, which, like the club vision, has an order of importance. So the Pompey fans desire me to reach the League One playoffs this season, whereas if we draw Southampton in any competition at all, they require me to be competitive. They want me to get stuck in, considering they are our greatest rivals. Now this is where it could get interesting. Say the fans want automatic promotion in the supporter expectations, but the board in the club vision only want playoffs, and we make the playoffs. The supporters here have a very high influence, so they could have a bit of a grumble, and the board would be more inclined to start listening and start to consider my position at the club for not making that automatic promotion. Regularly having this information to hand should just generally help you manage your expectations and give your club more of its own identity. So if you're anything like me, once you've decided on your tactics and you've looked through your squad to see who fits your system, you want to start getting into things and planning your transfer targets and your season ahead. And that leads us to our next new feature, the squad planner. Now this is one of my favourite new features to FM23, just because of the amount of information you can find out about your squad here. I mean, you can view your whole squad to see who is best in each position and role within your tactic, who is going to be pushing your starters to take their place within that team. Not only can you view it in your current tactic, if you're planning a change for next season, you can view that tactic and see which players will best suit that new role they're going to be playing. Once you have worked out your best 11, you can then view each position individually and work out where you best believe you need to strengthen. So here at Portsmouth we only have 2 goalkeepers, one of which is out of contract at the end of the season, the other one on loan. So without even really leaving my squad planner, I can then create a new recruitment focus to find me a goalkeeper with my required capability, and Opera Scout will go and find that for me as I continue to plan other areas of my squad. Alongside this, you can view your assistant's recommendation on his best 11. You can get an assistant report on your entire squad. You can view stats and compare players who have played in each position throughout the season. And if you're not sure who your best young players are, then you can enter the experience matrix and view all of your young players in development, your emerging talents who are going to be pushing for a first team start, the players in their peak of their career, and your best experienced players to mentor those young emerging talent. And last but not least, my favourite feature, not only can you plan for the current season, but you can look at your squad for 2 seasons further. So if you look at the Portsmouth squad next season, you'll see we lose Dane Scarlett because he's on loan from Spurs. There'll be no Owen Dale, who is on loan from Blackpool. We'll have no goalkeepers at all, like I mentioned. And then the season after that, we have 2 players, Tom Lowry and Colby Bishop, the only 2 players on long-term contracts. So you can then better plan for those seasons ahead on your transfer targets, whose contracts you want to renew, where they'll fit if you're changing systems, whether it's worth renewing or selling them. You can gather a lot of information in this squad planner, and I absolutely love it. So the next area of Football Manager to get a bit of a revamp is an existing feature, relatively new one. It's the recruitment meeting. And the biggest change here is you no longer have just the one meeting at the start of your window. You have a few throughout the window as you progress and sign players, sell players, etc. So you attend the meeting now and it takes you straight to your squad planner. We've already established we need a new goalkeeper. The recruitment meeting tends to agree so we can then set a focus to find ourselves a new goalkeeper. Next up, we can look at all our expiring contracts throughout the first team, young players, youth teams, the under 18s. We see everyone's contract who is set to expire and the advice on what to do. So delay making decision, offer them an extension, offer them out for sale in the next window, whatever you choose to do. Your assistant will give you a suggestion on this. Next is player status. There's no real staff suggestions here. A few players attracting interest that you could look at possibly selling. You can view your listed players, whether it be loan or for sale, offer them out to clubs ahead of the next window, and your transfer activity. If you've already placed bids or received bids for players, you can look at all your business. Next, you can set your recruitment focuses. So they want us to look for goalkeeper. We already established at a League One level, so we are happy with that focus. We can then just end the meeting and carry on with our day. But you'll get another one in a few weeks' time telling you about potential targets they've found and what their advice to do about it should be. Another huge step in the right direction for Football Manager this year is the licensing that they have acquired. Not only have they got licenses for Manchester City and Juventus, so you can say bye-bye to Zebra and have kits, crests, player faces without having to download any packs. They have also got full UEFA competition licensing. You can see here the Champions League screen has the logo, has the trophy. You're going to have bespoke walkouts with Champions League music, bespoke podiums with Europa League, Champions League, Conference League competition logos on. I just think it's a pretty good move, and hopefully more competitions, authorities and clubs follow suit. Now, last but not least, it is the match engine, which has had major enhancements. I've chosen an 8-goal thriller against Bognor Regis to really highlight this. There's plenty of goals, plenty of action. There's been enhancements to player decision making for the AI and for user control teams. For example, keepers can make spread saves and K blocks, defenders position better, tackle better, read aerial interceptions better. There's tweaks to player roles and positions. Just generate a lot of enhancements to the match engine that should hopefully enhance the quality of our gameplay as players. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It looks good. I'm sure there'll be a few bugs, but they'll get ironed out with patches as they always do. And let's just hope near post corners are overpowered again for a bit, because that'll be fun for a little while, won't it? But yeah, all looks good. Definitely done a good job here. So guys, we've seen a handful of the new features here in FM23. There's plenty more we could rabbit on for hours about them, but I'm afraid you're going to have to find some for yourselves. If you've enjoyed today's video, then please give it a big thumbs up And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as I have plenty of content planned throughout the FM23 cycle. So keep your eyes peeled, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload again. Also, let me know your favourite features down in the comments, or any features you'd like to see added in future versions of FM. Keep an eye out as well for my beta Let's Play series, which will be out later today. Until then, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care now.